Good afternoon. You know you're at the bottom of the ticket when even the tracker leaves before you get up to speak. So I'll be short. He's still here. All right, we got two today. I appreciate you all coming. I appreciate the support of everybody over here, and I appreciate the rest of you all listening. The first thing I did in public life was join a juvenile justice delinquency prevention group. We worked on gang prevention and getting kids out of the criminal path from going up the ladder doing things worse. That was in the 90s, before I even got out of law school. At the end of that decade, I started working on mental health issues, and I've continued to do that as an attorney for over a decade. And that's why I'm recognized as the General Assembly's leader of mental health issues. We have a lot more work to do in that area. That's not just a public health issue, it's also a public safety issue. And in my time on the courts committee, I've supported the death penalty, I've supported going after gangs, repeat offenses for drunk drivers have gotten stiffer penalties while I've been on the courts committee, and we've gone after sexual predators. This summer we had a pop quiz in the Attorney General's race. The Supreme Court threw us a ruling that allowed drunk drivers to walk out of court, people who should be convicted. I called for a special session, and my opponent said that was a political stunt to try and fix that problem. He was okay letting drunk drivers walk out of court. Well, thankfully, Governor Tim Kaine agreed with me, and we had that special session, and we put a Band-Aid on that problem till we can get back in January. And despite the opposition of Steve Shannon, we're now taking drunk drivers off the street again. That's what this job is about. It's supporting our prosecutors and getting the bad guys off the street. Also, we need to get the economy going again. That Virginia may be good compared to some of our sister states, but I travel around Virginia enough to know that times are very hard economically and people are suffering. And they're also looking like I've never seen them before. In the long term and the short term, they have less optimism about their economic opportunity than ever before. And a lot of that is because of what you see going on in Washington. And there's only one side of this ticket that's going to fight and resist getting rid of card check, fighting cap and trade, and the destruction of our economy. Unlike my opponent, I support drilling offshore for oil. Right now, today, that isn't just about transportation, it's also about jobs. In Southeast Virginia, we've got a great shipbuilding industry. And guess what, folks? If we're first offshore drilling on the East Coast, it's going to be Virginia's shipbuilding industry that's building those rigs all up and down the East Coast. That's tens of thousands of good jobs right here in Virginia. If you care about the Second Amendment, I'm your candidate. I'm running against the gun control Democrat. Senate protecting the Second Amendment. If you care about property rights, we've got a deep split in this race. I've been one of the General Assembly's leaders, along with Delegate Ben Cline, in fighting for property rights. And if you want one issue where you can look at who's on the side of special interests and who's on the side of individual rights, it's property rights. And my opponent is on the side of special interests, and I'm on the side of individual property owners and small business owners who need that protection. I support life and families. I'm the only candidate in this race who supported the marriage amendment all the way through, and I'll fight for it as Attorney General. And make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. The Roe v. Wade of marriage is coming, and it's coming in the next 4 years, and I'll fight to protect Virginia's marriage amendment, unlike my opponent. If you all will stay involved for 56 and a half more days, 56 days, 7 hours or so, but who's counting? Then we'll have a good race. I hope we'll have a healthy debate. I'm glad Steve's finally agreed to appear on stage with me. He's refused every debate, every single one, since June 20th. Every single one. What are you afraid of? I'll tell you what he's afraid of. We're right on drilling offshore. We're right on right to work. We're right on lower taxes. We're right on putting drunk drivers away. We're right on protecting life and families, and we're right on defending the Constitution. God bless all of you. Thank you very much.